Uh, which song would you say took the most time to record or was the most difficult?
Difficult. That's a really good question. Really, recording is just a blur. Like, by the time you're done with it, I don't even remember recording that CD. I just remember being tired a lot. It could have been Anniversary, though, that was maybe the hardest to get recorded. I mean, it's only like one guitar, but it's pretty serious guitar. Pretty complicated, so to get that good, crisp, clean sound, you gotta just be careful. And very precise. I didn't play the guitar on that song, but as the engineer of the song, the recorder of it, it took like 2 days. I don't know. It was a good answer. I feel like that's my answer. I'm sticking with it. I thought you weren't lying on that. Well, that is my answer. I'm not lying about it. I think that's the longest one. I'll tell you what, though. We have a new album coming out. So far, it's untitled. If you have any good names you want to throw out there, that'd be cool. But it's March 17th, I believe, is the due date for that. And actually, as soon as we're done talking to you, we're gonna go hop on the recording train. And this new album is full band, so you're not talking about what's the hardest to record. They're all really hard to record when it's full band. A lot more dynamics to it, a lot more to do.
You just stole my next question.
Well, just retract that previous statement and then ask this one, and we'll go with it.
I was gonna say, what can we expect from your next album?
We're not having another album. We're calling. I would just say, like, actually, what Mark and James is, and because before we were doing the acoustic thing, and we had an awesome time with it, but we like to rock as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and that's more where we're heading, and for the future, like just full band and melting faces. Not melting faces. We're pop rock. We're not that crazy, but it's just kind of heading to where we're going.
So you're not gonna see you guys in like eyeliner and all black any day soon?
Oh no. When we say rock, we're talking about very, very wussy rock. Like, I mean, I'm not a fan of. I'm not gonna wear eyeliner. Are you gonna wear makeup? Don't. I'm just wearing girl pants the rest of my life. That's awkward.
What would you say makes your duo stand out rather than other duos?
I would say that we are pretty much nothing alike. That's why we stand out, because you'll see the interaction between us on stage and just how we really, I mean, we get along, but we just kind of butt heads with different things and just ways that we do things. So it's like everybody that goes to the show can say, oh, I identify with James or I identify with Mark. And then it's just like we're basically like one bipolar person up there. If they identify with both of us, I'll be worried. Yeah, like that. Yeah, but we really, as far as like musically especially, I have a lower, deeper, raspier voice. I'm an electric guitar player. Mark, he's on the acoustic, he's on the piano, and he's a choir boy. He's singing up high. So as far as like, I feel like JT boy or something. No, like a choir boy. As far as like the vocal blend goes and stuff, it's definitely like very distinct split between me and him. So.
Would you say it's hard being a duo?
Yeah, because it's really funny whenever you have a decision to make about something, and you just both take opposite sides. It's like, where do you go from there? Who do you think? Then we'll start talking to like our manager, our band members. But at the end of the day, it's like it still comes down to me and him. And I think a lot of it just comes down to like you need to make compromises. Like sometimes I'll do something that he wants to do, and I think sometimes vice versa. So it just comes down to a lot of... Some parts of it, though, are probably easier. Like, we'll get emails from management, and they'll be like, we need a decision, and I'll be like, we'll ask James. And then James will be like, we'll ask Mark. And so, I mean, it makes it easier. You can kind of, like, get away with some things just by putting it on the other person. Yeah, you can point blame on. That's fun. And especially, it's nice on stage. Like, I would say it's only 50% the pressure, It's a lot of fun. I mean, there's been times I've had to perform alone, and it's just funny. I start missing the other half. It really is a lot more fun to be up there with one of your friends and your bandmate in your duo and be able to do your thing.
Yeah, it like takes the pressure off of you.
It does.
What would you say is the best way for fans to communicate with you guys?
Staying out and MySpace. Or just come to shows. I mean, we like to stay after shows for a while and just hang out with people. Yeah. But really, any of those ways, I would say MySpace. Do you know our Say Now number right now? I have it on my phone. I didn't memorize it by heart yet. The absolute best way would be the following phone number, which is 407 982 4927. So that's what I say now, and actually that's my favorite way, as far as like other than shows, to keep in touch with fans, because it's one thing to read a message on MySpace, but that's just text on a page. It's another thing to hear an actual message, be able to call it back personally, and or even talk to them live, which I really like doing from time to time.
So you guys actually reply to the Say Now?
Oh yeah, and as much MySpace as we can.
You guys also do live chats on Justin.tv. Is there another one coming up?
I don't know. I think our next one's scheduled up for March. I don't think we have an exact date on that, but most likely before the CD comes out. But that actually is like one of my favorite ways to talk to fans, because although you can't exactly like audibly hear them or whatever, you get their
we do question and answer sessions, which are really fun. And it's cool. It's fun for us is because we get to sit there and we literally have a box full of questions or a hat that we're picking out of, and I don't know, just the ones people come up with are really creative, like questions I'd never think to ask even myself. So it's fun. I think they pull more out of our personalities than we ever could ourselves.
You know they make websites where you can actually webcam with the fans at the same time and be live.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, that might overwhelm me if I'm looking at 50 faces. Are you just talking about one-on-one?
That's true. 2008 was a great year. What would you say was the best moment of 08 for you?
I would probably say just knowing that we were going to be able to be on tour and be the host of Bandemonium.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been the best thing I would say.
I think for me, it's
because we got to play and talk.
Yeah, when I found out that Jessica Alba's baby wasn't mine, that really took a lot of pressure off it for me. And then I realized I've never actually met Jessica Alba, so it's literally impossible. But other than that, probably the tour thing. That was pretty good.
You've been disappointed the baby wasn't yours?
Well, he's got so many out there.
I'm going to call her one day so we can get the actual DNA test. But I need to actually find her number first, and that's not exactly public information.
Mm-hmm.
But I have high hopes for the future for me and Jessica Alba.
What can we expect from you guys in 09?
You can definitely expect to see, and from there, a lot of shows, hopefully tour, us everywhere. Yeah, really, ever since we got out there the first time, we've really been looking forward to getting out there again. So I think the first thing for us is going to be finish up the CD March 17th. And then after that, it's really going to be a big push to get back out on the road, get back out to see all these fans that we're missing. Out in New York, LA, Texas, Michigan, we went to Chicago. So really, just get all over the U.S. again. It's a good time.
Do you think there's going to be a Bandemonium 2?
I hope.
I really don't know. Yeah, I'm hoping to have a Bandemonium 2 and hoping to be on it and host it and bring our full band. But
let me ask you this: do you think there's going to be a Bandemonium 2?
I want there to be a Bandemonium 2.
Yeah, us too. I'm going to talk to the parties involved and see what we can conjure up. But at the end of the day, we were just the host. We have no real power. We could have run that show into the ground if we wanted to.
Yeah. We could have made or break that show.
We made it.
We made it.